Hey, what's going on? It's Sparks. This is the Sparks Show, and that right there is Pike. How are you, Pike?
I'm doing good. I golfed moments ago. I told you I had plans this morning. Those plans were golf.
Yeah,
dude.
I saw it.
I'm sure you assumed. Yeah, I'm sure you assumed.
I saw it on Instagram. I was going to make fun of you. Yesterday, I texted Pike. I was like, hey, man, what time is good for tomorrow? And, I don't know. We're like 11 or something, like that. Yeah. And then later in the day, Pike's like, actually, I forgot I have plans to do something. Like, you made it sound like you needed to accomplish a goal or something.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I have very important business plans. I'm meetings. Yeah. I am conducting all sorts of. No, I go on Instagram 20 minutes before the show and I see you're like uno mas with a golfing emoji. It's you playing golf.
Yeah. No, I know. I felt slimy texting you. I've got morning plans. Why don't I do, I could just fucking tell you, hey, man, I live in North Dakota and it's been snowing for 2 weeks. And for whatever reason, one golf course decided to open or stay open for these 2 days where it's really nice out. So got one more in.
Nice.
Or uno mas. Yes.
How'd you do?
So, I played pretty decent. It was kind of just enjoying it.
Yeah.
For the last time. So. Thanks
last time. I like how you're saying it's the last time. Pike, you're moving to goddamn Florida. You can golf anytime you want.
Yeah.
All year round.
No, that's true.
It's fine there. You're good. Everything is green. It's lush. There's not a flake of snow on the ground. One last time. You live in Get out of that Fargo mindset, bro. You are going to Florida. It hasn't
set in yet. I know it's old. In fact, old people, that's where they go for that reason. So they can golf all year. Yes.
All year. You're fine. Stop trying to be like, had to get one more. No, you had to get one more in the plains of North Dakota. Soon you're going to be in the tropics.
I had to whip my ass, my friend's asses one more time.
Okay.
It was more about that.
That makes sense, too.
Because I don't care about golfing. Golfing by yourself is pointless. What's, why? If I get a hole in one, nobody would even believe me.
That's true. No, you definitely.
Would you?
Well, I mean, come on. What's the chances you getting a hole in one? I mean, let's be honest.
But worse people than me get them. It's total luck. They do. Dude, I worked at a golf course. This dude showed up wearing jorts. He had long hair. He looked like a guy, and I hate to stereotype, but he did not look like a golfer. I saw him swing. He was not a golfer, but wouldn't you know it, got a fucking hole in one on the first hole. I swear to God.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, man. It was right outside the clubhouse. I could see this dude. Him and his friends start freaking out. They run over to tell me I got to take the guy's picture.
No way.
I fucking hate him. Yeah. It was a bad day. Not for him.
No, for him, it was amazing.
Oh, yeah, dude. Pro golfers go their whole lives without one. Total luck.
Ever gotten, dude, I've never even gotten an eagle on a hole before. Have you ever done that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've gotten eagles, a few.
Oh, wow.
Hole in one is just a total crapshoot. And, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I ever, who knows? I probably never will.
You'll get one, dude. You'll get one. You keep playing golf, Pike. I have nothing but faith.
Well, that's just it. You play enough, one's got to go.
Right.
I've been close, but I hate people who say that. It's like, well, I've been close. Yeah, well, fucking everybody has. Shut up. Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Yeah, the real masters are getting a hole in one on a par 4. That's when you're a badass. Par 3.
That's a big, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, par 3 is not obviously out of the realm of possibility.
Those are the more common, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you got a big hanger, though, if you're hole in one in a par 4. Big old hanger.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I'm a awful golfer. Awful.
No? You probably just don't play enough. Everybody says that, but it's because you don't play. It's hard. Even if you play a lot, it turns out, it's still hard.
Yeah. It's a very hard sport. It's stupid. It shouldn't be that tough, but it really is. We got to go golfing, Pike. You and me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
You come to me. I don't know what Cleveland golf scene is like. It's probably fine. I mean, I golf in Fargo, so.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Today is 67 degrees out there today. It's nice.
It's a heat wave out everywhere. Yeah. It's like it'll be almost 70 here.
Jesus Christ, dude. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad you got one last in. Oh, for the season before the cold. No, get out of that mindset. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, welcome to the show. We're happy that you're here. We got a big one planned. We got no time to lollygag, Pike, because we have something.
We've already done plenty.
I know. Exactly. Dude, you're fucking lollygagging playing on the golf course before. What are you like? You're like a 65-year-old retiree. You're like, oh, I have to get in my round of golf before I have to not go to work. Jesus Christ.
I got to do this podcast. That's what I have to do.
Yeah. I got to go play golf. Go hit the links before I go broadcast. Jesus, dude. You and Rush Limbaugh. All right. So you got, normally we jump into news that matters right now, but yesterday we asked the audience to name themselves, right? Come up with a bunch of names and then we'll put them in a list and then we'll ask the people, whatever we're going to call them, what should we call you? The people that enjoy the show every single day. So we're trying to name this thing because obviously as the show grows, more and more people are listening. I hate calling them people who enjoy the show. What do we refer to them as? I'm going to go over the list. Pike, we can choose 4.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is...
I have a list too.
You do?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's a list. I'm not saying it's good, but it's a list.
Okay. Can you add it to the list on the show sheet here?
Oh, you want me to do that? Yeah, I'll do that real quick.
You do that, and then we'll have them all in one place, and then we can just pick 4. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll have the 4, and then we'll put it up on, I think it'll put it up on our Instagram. How about that? All right.
Perfect.
Okay. We'll put it up on Instagram at Sparks Radio in the stories, and then we'll have a track of who voted for what and how many people wanted the best one. What do you? Are you going to type while I go over this?
I put them on, and it pasted it to the top of the page. So I got a few up there if you refresh.
Oh, okay, cool. Jesus Christ,
dude, they're bad. I know they're bad. I'm very disappointed. I didn't come up with those.
Who are you friends with?
A bunch of yahoos, man.
All
Look
right.
at this list. I asked for help, and people come up with this shit. Yeah. Not even you. None of those are usable.
All right, let's get the ones that I got first, and then we'll get to the one that Pike got. All right. So here's what we got. Perfect. All right. And again, a lot of these are bad. I'll be fully honest with you. A lot of these are awful as well. All right, here we go. We have the pescatarians. What the fuck?
What?
That's awful. Dude, that's awful.
To remind me, is that people that only eat fish? Is that right?
Yeah, it's like a vegetarian, but people who eat eggs and fish.
What the fuck?
So,
okay.
All right. Whatever. We have the Sparkers. There's a lot of Spark stuff in here.
I figured there would be.
Yeah, that makes sense. The People, which... just awful. The Sparklers. I got like 9 of those. A lot of people were like the Sparklers. We have
that's kind of what we would call low hanging fruit.
Yes.
Now, and no offense, but yes.
And I get that on my mail all the time. It's like
really?
Matt Sparkler. Yeah, all the fucking time. All the time.
It makes it so much dumber of a last name. Just one letter.
I know. So we got Plugs, which I thought.
Okay. Plugs. That might be the front runner.
Yeah, Plugs has, dude, it's got a clear sexual connotation to it, right? I mean, it's just straight up.
A little bit.
Hey guys, Plugs. Hey, what's up, Plugs? I can't go. With
yeah, I don't know.
You'll get your phone
like on the air when you. Okay, all
right. We got Little Darlings, which is a strip club in Vegas, which is like no. It can't.
It sounds.
That.
If you didn't know it was a strip club, it sounds creepy.
It sounds really creepy. Yeah, it's a creepy strip club too.
I bet.
Dude, like on their sign in Vegas, they're always like, "Congratulations, class of 2020. now accepting applications.
Shut up.
Jesus Christ.
Come on now, little darlings.
It's awful.
Dude, I've been to one strip club in Vegas, and they pulled me out of a bathroom stall, passed out.
Oh, really?
So that was my experience. I really don't even remember. It was my bachelor party, first night. You know, your friends are just buying you shots. So that's how far I got. The first strip club, passed out in a stall. Bouncer drags me out of there. All I remember is my friend like carrying me across a casino floor to the hotel room. Woke up without pants on. It was embarrassing. That's my thing. For whatever reason, when I'm wasted, I end up just taking my pants and underwear off, leaving the top on.
Wait a minute. So underwear too?
Yep. My friends came in. I was just naked on the floor with a suit top. I'm wearing like a vest and a tie, and then naked.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be your friend, bro. I don't want to. That sounds awful. Because I'm bound to see your dick. I don't want to see that.
You probably have. Yeah, you would, and I'm sure they have.
Yeah, I know for a fact I haven't. Okay, I don't want to. Don't be like, oh, you probably have. No, I haven't. I think I would remember that.
They have, though. They have. No, it's forgettable. It's forgettable. Actually, it's not. I wish it was forgettable. It's like a bell curve where it's like forgettable, or it's so big it's memorable, then it gets to be forgettable, and then it starts to get memorable again on the small side.
So you're comfortably forgettable, is what you're saying. You're like in the middle?
I hope so. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah. I hope it's not a story,
Oh, yeah, exactly. His dick looked like a scar on a pirate's face. I could never forget that thing. No idea what I was looking at. It was
like something you'd serve at a Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Looked like someone took a hot dog to a pencil sharpener. I couldn't make out what was going on.
And then you pair that with our conversation the other day about the two-tone nutsack. What is all this?
How is your nickname T-Rex and not Forgettable Dick Pike? Like,
I don't know. I'd rather it not be.
You'd rather be unforgettable?
Yeah, well, what we're describing, this like garage sale of a genitalia, is very memorable, I would think. If I saw something like that, I'd be like, what the fuck?
That's a good point. That's a great point. So you want like
just saying
beige four-door sedan of packages.
That would be fine with that. Yes. If somebody saw my dick and just went, it's just another dick.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good place to be. That's a good place to be. Yeah.
Right in the comfort zone.
And that's what you call your penis. All right. So you're like right in the comfort zone, ladies. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Plugs. Oh, no. Little Darlings.
Yeah.
Naked Pike. All right. So you got Little Darlings. We've got The Committee. What do you think about The Committee?
I like that. Kind of like a college football thing. Like the
kind of like, yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
I like The Committee. I mean, I don't hate The Committee. The Committee sounds like, all right, hey, we're going to go to the committee for the decisions because, we're going to bring in a lot of voting and stuff here on the show. So, hey, we're going to go to the committee. Let's see what the committee says. That's pretty cool. I mean, that can work. That's on the short list, in my opinion. Sparkles, which is like the Sparklers, the Sparkles. It's Sparkles. Look, by the way, I get called Sparkles my entire life. No worries. I don't give a shit. But it does sound like a tween dance team. And I don't think we should be anywhere affiliated with a tween dance team.
No. That's where I was at with Little Darlings. It feels creepy.
That's right. It just feels wrong. What do we got here? We have the fire. And the guy who wrote this in said, quote, "You're the spark, we're the fire." It's
okay.
It sounds like a Billy Joel song, but I'm not sure. We
have to explain that every time. I don't know.
I know. Oh, we're going to go to the fire. Wait, what? What is the fire?
You know, you're the spark, they're the fire. Every time.
That'd be pretty fun. Okay. Yeah. Be like, we're going to the fire. What's that, Pike? You're the spark. We're the fire.
Say it with me. Yeah. That's getting a little mouth wordy.
Yeah. Dude, this is the squeakiest chair ever. Do you hear this? Listen to this. Do you hear
I don't hear a squeak. I hear some rustling.
Yeah, there's like... It's like all over the place. It squeaks. It's like leathery. I feel like, you know, in some kind of bondage footage or something. All right. So we got the fire. You're the spark. We're the fire. Then we have, to follow that up, we have the inferno.
Ooh.
Oh, you
I
like
do like that. I do like that. Yeah. It's like fire, but better.
The inferno.
I don't know. It's more exciting.
Okay. Yeah. It sounds a little more dangerous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We got the Sparklights, which I don't know what that is. That's definitely not on there. Sparks Show Fellow.
What? Now, see, I can appreciate that. Like, that's totally off the wall. I don't fucking get it, but I appreciate it.
Fellow. Yes, exactly.
Fellow. And is that plural? Is that referring to all of them? The fellow?
All I think of is Lord of the Rings, like the Fellowship. Like, I'm a
Fellowship.
Fellow.
See that? Yeah. Fellowship would be good.
All right, so you have the Fellowship, and then the fellow. A fellow is the member of the Fellowship. This is all very Middle Earthy, isn't it? All right.
Yeah, Fellowship sounds kind of religious too, right? I think we were trying to go for that.
Fellowship. It does sound kind of religious. You're right. Okay.
That's what you always did after church. When I had to go to church, they would invite you to stick around for fellowship.
Oh,
which was like, it was basically shit coffee, and you would sit there and, I don't know, talk about your kids or something.
Yeah. Clearly you went a lot, Pike. So we have...
I didn't like the fellowship. And that's saying something, because I hated the rest of it too.
Yeah, dude. I went to church all the time growing up, all the time. Went to Catholic school, and every single time I was in church, I was like, why am I here right now? Like, I've heard all these stories. I've done all this. Sit, stand, kneel, shake hands, eat bread, leave. Yeah. Why are we here? Football's on. Let's go.
I know. And dude, there's no new chapters of the Bible. It's like you're in the same grade year after year. You know? It's like, Jesus, Easter again? I passed this class last year.
Yeah, it's like you're in book club, and there's only one book. It's like
exactly
over and over and over again. It's like, God, can we pick a new one?
Yeah, no shit. God, I wonder everyone's stopping going.
I know, and then they just
a new book
guilt you into it. It's like, God,
they do.
You know, you miss one meeting, you're going to hell. Jesus Christ! I'm sorry. I had to cut the grass. Now I'm going to spend eternity with the devil. Very harsh book up. What do we got? Fellowship, the Electorate. What do you think of the Electorate? It's a little wordy.
Yes, it's political.
Yeah, it's political. Yeah. Again, which makes sense if they're going to be voting and stuff. They're the Electorate, but it's too rigid in my opinion. The Party People. I thought that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It is fun. Reminds me of that Venga Boys song.
Yeah.
We like the party. We know that one?
We get it, Pike. So we got.
Okay.
This just came in right before we started doing the show. Worldwide Maniacs.
Yes. I like it.
You do.
It sounds huge. I like worldwide. And we've shown we have listeners worldwide, Japan included.
Yeah.
So, okay, if you hate it, whatever. What do you hate about it? The Maniacs?
I don't know, dude. Worldwide Maniacs. I don't know. It just sounds... I don't know. I think of Animaniacs, and I'm like, what?
That's what I'm thinking of, too. That's why I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, man.
You didn't like Animaniacs?
I loved Animaniacs. I love that show.
Thank you.
Dude, I can't get over how squeaky this chair.
You got to get like a solid state kitchen chair like I have.
I know.
Shit
doesn't
move.
How sensitive my ass is. My ass will go numb if there's no padding. All right, here we go. Now we're on to Pike's recommendations he got from his Instagram. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Rim Nation. Okay. For fuck's sake.
What do you think of it?
What do you mean? What do I think of it? I think it's awful. Rim Nation.
Now, which part don't you like?
The licking beehole part of it. What are you talking about?
Dude, I like it. I think it's cool. Dude, it's becoming less taboo. It's almost almost trendy at this point. Are you highlighting it?
Hold on. What show is this? 287.
Yeah.
All right. I have no idea how long of it into the show we are right now. 22 minutes. All right. So we'll say 21 minutes. All right. That's an I heard that.
Oh.
We'll grab that one for later.
I already forgot what it was.
Don't worry. We will be doing I heard that coming on up here very soon.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Pike's first. I heard that. And dude, you are all over it, bro. All right. So we got Rim Nation. We have Boner Nation. That had to have come from the same person. There's no
Believe
doubt.
it or not, it didn't. Believe it or not. Yeah. I know. There was a theme. I don't get it. At least agree with me. I like Nation, like something Nation.
Yeah, Nation's cool. Nation's cool. But we can add Nation to whatever. You know,
you
Nation's
can add
attack
it to
on. I'm not...
Rim or Boner.
We're not calling the people that listen to this thing Rim Nation. Okay. That sounds awful. That sounds awful. Boner Nation? What are you? Hey, I'm a boner, bro. Yeah. Are you a boner? You're a boner too? Cool, man. I love that show. I'm a boner. No, we're not doing that. We're going to get 0 advertisers on this thing, man.
Okay. No, you're right. You're thinking big picture.
Yeah. I'm thinking, hey, how do we do this for a living? And you're thinking about boners. All right. So moving on.
Thinking up. Okay. What else we got?
Stiff fisters.
Jesus. Okay. Getting away from the Nation bit.
Stiff fisters. Pike.
Dude, I don't know what that even means. What's the word stiff have to do with fisting? But that's where I can appreciate it. It's two words you don't see together normally.
Stiff fisters. Let's get through this list. This is Pike's list. What is this? Bean Seiners?
Oh, sorry. That's supposed to be bean wieners. And we can just move on. Yeah, it's getting out of control at this point.
All right, bean wieners.
That might have been from the same guy.
And then we just have shitters. Okay, we're not doing shitters, bro.
Oh, no, it's just getting lazy. I mean, I appreciate any input, obviously.
Obviously, you're a big fan of rimming.
Dude, you're overlooking Rim Nation. And I think if we put this on the poll, You might be surprised how many people enjoy Rim Nation.
You know what? I know who listens to this show. I know who appreciates this. They would absolutely vote Rim Nation #1, and that's why we cannot give them the choice. Like, if this was a basketball... Look, dude, if this was a basketball...
What kind of election are you running here?
I'm one where I would like to eventually get paid, okay? This is them.
It's no wonder people call you a dictator. You just literally said people would vote for this, so I'm going to purposely leave it off the ballot.
What? Yeah. I'm not putting
just
Rim
pick
Nation
the one you
up.
like. Pick the one you like.
We're gonna pick two.
No.
We're each gonna pick two. Okay. And here's the thing: if I was running an NBA show, right, where we talked about the NBA, Rim Nation would be hilarious. Double entendre. The fact that you want to call the people who enjoy this show, like the worldwide beehole licking audience.
Dude, rim is such a diverse word. It does not have to mean beehole licking.
Come on, dude. We know what it means.
We don't necessarily. It's ambiguous.
It's not. It's not at all. The first thing you think of on Rim Nation is that. Look, you get to pick two. I pick two. You pick two. And then we'll put it up
now
to the people to vote.
Let's just be clear here. If I select that, are you going to tell me I can't? Or should I just get rid of that now? I'm not saying I'm going to.
Look, I'm going to be painted as a dictator regardless of my decision. But yeah, I see this show as equal, you and me. So you get two and I get two. You pick. Okay.
You going to go first?
I want you to go first.
All right. My first one, I've liked it since the first time I heard it. I got to go with the Inferno.
Okay.
Put me down for the Inferno.
Okay. The Inferno. I will put a little asterisk near it. It is on the short list. Okay. I will pick one.
Nice.
I'm going to go with... It's not plugs, I can tell you that much.
I was so close.
Or the pescatarians.
So close to plugs. Pescatarians.
I'm going to go with committee just because there's a lot you could do with it. I'm going to go with the committee where you can have like committee members, and then you can have we're asked the committee to vote on something, and then we have plans for the whole voting and the people that listen and all that kind of stuff. Okay, Pike.
We could elect a chair of the committee. Speaking.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
see the chair of the committee. Pike, now you're using your brain. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so what do we got? Go ahead. Your last choice.
I'm looking down the list here. Couple stick out. Why don't we go with Rim Nation?
God damn it, Pike.
Put me down for RN. Rim Nation.
Why?
Are you there? Come on.
Why?
You should have said to not pick it if that's what you wanted.
What? What should I have said?
You should have said to not. I gave you a chance to say don't pick that.
You didn't have to pick it. You could have picked any of them.
You said to pick the best two, and that's what I've done here. Now it's up to the people.
I know how this works. They're going to vote for Rim Nation out of spite. They're going to vote for Rim Nation.
Well, then you should have played it cool, like you kind of liked it too.
I can't play anything cool. You know who I am?
Apparently not.
Yeah,
Apparently
no. I'm awful at playing anything cool. My emotions could take over, and I can't think straight. I'm the worst poker player of all time. I can't do that shit, bro.
All right, well, you got one more.
Rim Nation with an asterisk. Good. Put an asterisk near it.
Okay.
Which I know you're thinking, put an ass near it. You fucking weirdo. All right, here we go. The last one. All right. So we got the Inferno. We got the Committee. We got Rim Nation. I'm going to go with. The shitters. No, I'm kidding. Let's go with. I'm going to go with party people. The party people.
Really? You were kind of down on that one. Was it the Vanga Boys thing that kind of talked you into it?
No, I was just fucking around with that. I was just a joke, and it was a bad one, and it made you feel bad, and I felt bad for making you feel bad. So, no,
right.
The party people. I like it. It sounds fun. It's upbeat. We're also talking about the party. You could get like, oh, I'm going to ask the party. There's a lot of things you could do with that later. I can't bring this mic lower. There it goes. Let's see here. So yeah, the party people, that's mine. So here are the four choices we're going to put up on our social media. Okay. Either at Pike Taylor Radio. I'm going to do it at Sparks Radio. And, all you got to do is click and vote. And then tomorrow on the show, we'll have a winner. Sounds good?
Perfect.
Four choices are.
I can't wait to see how the votes fall.
Yeah. You son of a bitch. We got Rim Nation, the party people, the Inferno, and the Committee. There you go. Those are the four of what potentially you could be called here as you enjoy the show, and hopefully you do enjoy it. Now, Pike, we got to get to the damn show because that was a little special part of it, and there's only one way to get to it, and that is by hitting the news that matters. Oops. Hitting the news that matters. Oops. Hold on. God damn it. We'll get this.
That matters. Holy
shit. Well, you got the good part anyway.
I have to. All right. I'm still figuring out the software. Don't worry. Who gives a fuck? All right. Pike, you live in North Dakota, right? Or you live in Minnesota?
I technically have moved to Minnesota, but it's, it's on the border.
Yeah.
Yes.
You live in Moorhead, Minnesota, but it's right across the river from Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah. My whole life, it's like literally every year I move from North Dakota to Minnesota, vice versa.
Is that complicated for taxes?
It's always has been, yes. For taxes, I work in North Dakota, live in Minnesota. Do you have to pay both states' income tax? It's a fucking mess. Especially when you're, the life of moving every year, changing your address, shit ends up everywhere. Yeah.
It sucks. Well, I wanted to get to this story first just because it's quick, it's easy, and it involves where you live. North Dakota. There's a big election yesterday. I don't know if you knew that.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, there's something going on yesterday. Dude, North Dakota elected a dead guy.
What?
David Andal is his name. He won State House of Representatives. He died of COVID-19 last month, and they still elected him.
That's amazing. Wow. I'm not surprised. Have you seen the Congress here in North Dakota? They're pretty much fucking dead already. Dude, it's a photo of a senior living center's Christmas card. It's crazy. And I know that's like that a lot of places, but it is exceptional in North Dakota.
Dude, I don't know. I can't believe old people survive in North Dakota. That seems like a young man's state.
Yeah. It's a real college state. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You go there, you drink so you can't feel the cold, and then you get the fuck out and go retire down south or something, Basically what you're doing, Pike. You get one last golf in, and then you go to Florida.
And then golf again, yeah.
And then keep golfing.
No, people stay here, believe it or not, yeah.
No, I know, dude. Lovely people.
Well, good for that guy and his fan. I don't know what do they do? I mean,
what do they do?
His wife gets to do it, or like what's the yeah?
Yeah, that'd be great. No, they're just going to fill the seat with. They're going to elect their own Republican, like the attorney general or state. I don't know. Whoever said they already had a plan for this.
Yeah. How shitty if you're the guy who's running against him. Couldn't even beat him still.
I know, dude. Crazy. And it happened in Nevada when I lived there. They Dennis Hoff, he owned a bunch of brothels.
Oh, I know Dennis.
Yeah. Oh, you know Dennis.
The Bunny Ranch? Yeah.
Yeah, the Bunny Ranch guy. He ran.
Yeah.
And he won, but he was dead. So same thing happened there.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Wow. That's funny.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, dude, in Minnesota, not far from here, there is a city where the mayor is a dog. It's been the mayor for like 15 years.
Is that right?
I'm not even kidding. Yeah, it's a fucking dog. They keep electing him. He's obviously doing a fine job.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wait a minute. So what does the dog do? He's mayor. Does he like go over budgets and stuff? Do they like, is it like picking a Super Bowl? Do they like put one bowl of food for the, tax levy and the other bowl of food for road crews or something? Like, what do they do? I don't.
Yeah. He just, and he picks, and so far it's worked.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, more election news. Did you see this out of the Oregon election? They passed magic mushrooms are now legalized in Oregon.
That's nuts, dude. I mean, it's good.
Dude, it's so crazy.
I have no problem with it.
They straight up legalized mushrooms, right? And that's one thing. But then you read on, and they've not legalized, but they've decriminalized other harder drugs like heroin. Like, you get busted with heroin, it's $100 fine.
There you go.
Small amounts, which is a lot of places doing that with, marijuana.
Yeah.
The states that are behind, like here, it's not legalized, but decriminalized.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of, that to me seemed like that was so far away, and it's happened. Know.
Well, it's Oregon.
But you're for that, right? We've talked about this.
Yeah. I'm for legalizing all drugs, but I don't do any of them. That's how it goes.
Yeah, it's two. You can have two different thoughts. Like, it should be legal, but I still don't think everybody should be doing it.
No, look, I don't think anyone should do heroin. I think heroin's killed friends of mine, and I think it's an evil drug. But at the same time, it's still available. You can still get it. Real quick, I'll tell you my stance, because every time I say we should legalize all drugs, I get a lot of people like, what? No, you fucking idiot. I get a lot of those people. Here's what I think. Okay, real quick. Legalize all drugs, because one, you can already get them. I mean, they're available. People are dying from them. People are buying them. Obviously, it's not super hard to get illegal drugs. By legalizing them, you can do multiple things. One, you can regulate them. You can federally decide what goes in them. You could change the potency of the drug itself. So you're not buying heroin with fentanyl in it and it's killing a bunch of people. Two, you can tax them. You can make a lot of money. You can get money to invest it into education or a way to counteract people using drugs. So social safety nets and all that kind of stuff. So if people start getting addicted to drugs, either intentionally or unintentionally, maybe you're popping painkillers, you hurt your back, and now you're addicted to heroin. Essentially, illegal heroin, you got to get your fix. You turn to illegal heroin. So you can tax it, you can regulate it, you can make a lot of money on it. And at the same time, I think you can bring down the potency of these drugs, which would be helpful. You know what I mean? So people aren't like,
I hope so. I don't know that for sure, but you would think.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
So
I think
you make a good case.
In like 30 years, I guarantee more and more states will have a bunch of drugs that are legal, or at least decriminalized, because our jail system's filled with these, Yeah.
It's wild to think about.
Yeah, I know.
Comedy podcast.
Got to keep saying it. Look at this, dude. Oh, yeah. Speaking of comedy podcast, dude, I had no idea this was even a thing. In Israel, someone sued Israel, essentially, saying, hey, I wasn't supposed to be born. I was wrongfully born, which is like a crazy thing to say. Well, you scoff at it at first. You're like, what? What is this? I was wrongfully born. The person, and this is where it gets sad. This is where the story gets from interesting and just is like, oh, perfect. Comedy podcast. So I'm
going to try to have a good joke about this. Greg, come on. All right. Let's hear it.
So the guy who's suing him won $2.7 million because it was a state so it's the state of Israel, right? Like state, I know Israel's a country, but I'm saying as a state, they have a health insurance plan. The mother was on the health insurance plan. The doctors failed to tell her that this baby had like cerebral palsy, severe intellectual disabilities, and the mom was diagnosed with schizophrenia and wasn't told that she could pass schizophrenia on to her children. So this person that was born is like, has a lot of disabilities. And the person who sued the government was the brother who's taking care of this guy.
Okay.
And then he was like, yo, you didn't tell my mom that they could have aborted this. You could have aborted my brother. And I laughed because could you imagine saying that next to your brother? Like, what a fucked up thing.
That sentence is, oh my God.
Pike, I know we're brothers, but just listen, hear me out. Okay. We could become rich if I could convince everyone that you should have been killed like a long time ago.
Now I don't know the laws in Israel, but is it too late for the abortion?
Yeah. Well, yes.
I mean, it would be more or less killing the guy, but yes.
Yeah, you're killing a person.
What do they did? What do they said? All right, we'll give you the 2.7 mil, but we gotta kill him. You think he would? Would you consider it? I mean, I don't know how to
consider it. No, what? I'd be admitting to murder right now. What are you talking about?
No, it's a state-sponsored killing, lethal injection, basically.
Yes, because the guy's born. The guy's alive. He's not a fetus anymore. He's a baby. He's a grown man. What am I saying?
He's an adult. It sounds like he's an adult. Yes,
he's an adult. Yes.
Oh, what a fucked up deal. Jeez.
We gotta kill the guy. What would you do? Don't answer that. All right. You took too long.
No, my God, no, I wouldn't even be suing them. Come on. What a shit deal.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if you listen to this guy's life, I was like, oh, fuck, dude. This is the saddest family tree of all time. The mom who gave birth, the pregnancy was unplanned, gave birth to 5 kids, 2 of which died in childhood. One drowned at the age of 6. The other one, sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. And then her husband died in 2017. And then she was diagnosed with schizophrenia. And then she died. We're like, oh, God. And then you have the son.
What?
Who's all, messed up. He has cerebral palsy, his severe intellectual disabilities, and his brother's taking care of him. He also has schizophrenia. You're like, bro, this is the saddest story ever. Give him money. Here.
Yeah, the some quality of life is low. Yeah, my God.
Yeah. Here's $2.7 million. Go on vacation, get some sun, lay on a beach, do whatever you got to do. Just try to enjoy the planet,
Jesus.
Felt bad.
That's a horrible story. Do you want me to continue with my story?
Wait, did I cut you off?
No, I never started it. I can begin. I can
finish it up.
I know we're kind of running late. All right, so this happened over in Russia. Okay, This guy, he's like an oligarch, or he's like he's very wealthy in Russia. Well, he's been killed with a fucking crossbow, which is an insane way to kill somebody. It was during a home invasion. No, you want to know what this guy, his claim to fame was? They called him the Sausage King. Okay. And I'm talking about like actual edible sausage. I know what you're thinking.
No, I'm thinking Ferris Bueller Day Off. I'm the Sausage King of the Chicago. You saw that movie, please. God,
I did not. No.
Jesus Christ.
I know that's one of the big ones. I know. I am actually a little bit ashamed to not have seen that. Was it good?
Yeah.
All right, so this dude gets murdered. They fucking break into his house and kill the Sausage King. It's a total hit on the Sausage King. With a crossbow. How do you even obtain one of those? I just don't get that.
How do you obtain a crossbow? What are you talking about? It's Russia. Everyone's got a crossbow.
I don't know.
Russia.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's
quieter if you.
I got 5 bad jokes. You ready?
Jesus. Okay.
Okay, here we go. I hope when they arrested this guy for killing the Sausage King, they took him away in the paddy wagon. Oh, God.
If you can't even shit out 5, I don't care how bad they are. If you have 5 jokes here, that's impressive. Go ahead.
I hope they can find the Sausage King's killer missing link. Okay, Jesus Christ. All right, that was bad. It wasn't even properly worded. You're asking for 5.
I got it, though.
Okay.
You said 5. I'm not asking for them.
Yeah. I don't have 5. I have 2, I guess.
Dude, the missing links, the pieces were there. We could workshop it. It'd be fine.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway.
What, did they
find goes the Sausage King. No.
That's the end of the story?
What the crazy thing is, the Sausage King's son, he died last year in a motorcycle accident.
Ooh.
Okay. Something's going on here.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I don't want to see how the sausage gets made. We just lost every listener we have. They're gone. They just left. They just closed. They took their phone and they literally threw it in a meat grinder to make sausage. All right. So we got to get to the Worst Wednesday. Today's Worst Wednesday, Pike. You ready for this?
Let's go.
All right. Worst Wednesday. Pike, it's now time to talk about the worst financial mistakes people make in their 20s. We do this on Wednesday. It's called Worst Wednesdays. We take the worst of something, we put in a list form, and we break it down. Today, I did the 5 worst financial mistakes people make in their 20s. Are you ready for number 5?
Bring it on. And I guarantee I'm 5 for 5. Absolutely
really?
Guarantee it. Yes.
You're what, 30?
Go for it. Just turned 30, so I'm probably still doing them, but we'll just pretend I'm not.
Okay.
Just for self-confidence.
We'll see how fresh these 5 things are. No. Number 5, eating out / going out / buying shit that won't matter next month. Like I put that all in one because it's all the same category. It's like eating out or going out, just blowing your money on, superfluous shit. Guilty or no?
You got to have a social. No, absolutely. Yes. Way too much. Fucking never cooked. Didn't even bother to learn to cook. Yeah. Even like you think about it, you could just make spaghetti. Like I think back to when I was single or just living in a house with some dudes. We could have all just gone in on a bunch of spaghetti and paid like $5 a month to eat. But no, we all, you show up at home and one guy's got like a 6-pack and a pound. Other dude ordered a whole pizza to himself. Like it's not financially.
No,
it's just not very efficient. So
I did some research.
Way to do it. Yeah.
That is the common thing, man. You're 100% correct. And I was guilty of it too when I was 20. And I just wish somebody told me this shit because no one told me anything. According to NDP Research Group, Gen Z, these are the people going into their 20s, made 14.6 billion trips to restaurants in 2018. So guaranteed 2019 was even more because more people are coming into the age where they can go out to restaurants with their friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gen Z, as they start getting older, I think the oldest Gen Z group is about 22 years old right now.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. That made up 25% of all restaurant traffic was Gen Z.
Jesus.
I know.
There's they're the fucking lunatics at Starbucks. Like if you the line at Starbucks, I love coffee, but I will never understand why at 9:00 at night there's like a mile long line. Like what the fuck are you doing there? It's nighttime.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like a trendy thing to do.
Yeah, man. Let's go out and get coffee. Yeah. What the fuck? Dude, so not even in 2018, they weren't even 21 yet. So not even a drop of alcohol is in these numbers.
Yeah. Jesus.
Unreal. We're talking billions and billions and billions of dollars going to be spent here. Do not blow it. Do not, if you're going to be 20 years old or above coming up here, do not blow your money on eating out, going out, buying shit that does not matter at all. I threw in this category Amazon. Like, how much worthless shit on Amazon are people buying? I looked it up in 2019. 50 cents out of every dollar was spent on Amazon in online shopping. So Amazon got half of every $1 spent on the internet. That's global. That's worldwide. Stop giving your money to fucking Jeff Bezos. Stop it. Keep it for yourself. Jesus.
Did you see, I saw an Onion article. The headline was, learn how Jeff Bezos doubled his self-worth by eating at home during quarantine. Doubled his net worth. And it's him like at a kitchen counter cooking.
That's amazing. Yeah, dude. You know who has a lot of money? Jeff Bezos. You're never going to have as much money as Jeff Bezos. It's just not going to happen. The odds of that happening are stupid. It's not going to happen. People need to stop. Save your cash. Okay. This is how you become rich. You don't spend the money you have. That's how you become rich. Number 2, or I should say number 4. Number 5, eating out, going out, buying shit that won't matter next month. Number 4, not saving for retirement, Pike.
Okay. Yeah. That's probably very common.
Guilty?
And I did it I have a 401k simply because I worked somewhere that offered one, and I'm not that big of a dumbass to be like, nah, I don't need it.
Perfect.
I'm probably not contributing enough.
Right.
But I figure once you turn 30, then you can, get more serious about it.
Start contributing to a 401k as early as you can. Here's the whenever you're investing in the stock market, the number one rule is that time is more important than money. And I'll explain why. Warren Buffett has a great quote. He's got a quote that says, the stock market is a device to transfer money from the impatient to the patient. So that's Warren Buffett. He's a genius. He's also super goddamn rich. So listen to what he has to say, because he understands how things work. The amount of time you can leave money in the market is more important than the amount of money you put into the market. And that's perfect for when you're in your 20s and you're just scraping by and you can just put in some money into the market. It's fine. Don't worry about the amount. Worry about the time, because you're 20, you're going to be working for another 30 plus years of your life. You want that time to just make you more money. And I'll explain how. It's called compound interest. I'm not going to go into it. Compound interest is, they say, is one of the most powerful forces in the financial world. It absolutely is. I think Warren Buffett said, like, compound interest is God's gift to mankind, which is
Jesus.
Amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. All right. So I'm going to do,
if I might interject.
Yeah.
Just like maybe an analogy would be, it'd be similar to sex. Basically, it's not as much about how much you're putting in, size wise. It's the duration. At the end of the day, probably going to pay off more. Would you agree?
Are we talking about your weird dick again? Is that what's going on here?
Not mine. None of this is just in general. Well, it's Warren Buffett. Okay.
Warren Buffett's got a weird dick?
No, I'm just talking about nothing's weird. What? Okay. We're talking about the size versus duration. You're better off having less, putting in less, like literally inserting less.
Okay.
Size, but being able to have that duration, like over a longer period of time.
So it's better to last longer than have a big rod.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a fair assessment. That's a good one. Yeah, I agree with that.
No, I think it's actually, absolutely that would make sense.
I think it works perfectly. Yeah, exactly. So
chicks are probably disagreeing just because I never shit right. Yeah, right. I'd rather have a big
the comments. Tell that small dick guy. All right. So, all right.
Tell him to stop justifying his tiny wet.
Look,
go ahead with your quote.
This is how compound. No, I'm not going to quote. I'm doing a math problem. This is how compound interest works, Pike. Okay, so the average rate of return of the stock market is like 8% over the history of the stock market. So like you're looking at over 100 years. If I put my money in, I should be making about 8% every year. And that's with super amazing years like we had recently, or like Great Depression, peaks and valleys. Okay. Over the average those out. It's 8%. So with 8%, I did the math, and this is why time is better than money. Say you're 21 years old, you're right out of college, you got a job. You save and you save and you save, and then you save up, let's say $10,000, which is a lot of money. 10 G's, a lot of cash, probably going to take you a little bit to save up, but not impossible. Not impossible at all. Okay. So you got 10 G's. You put it in an index fund. And then from there, every single month, you put in $500. $500 a month. Doable. That is a doable number. Plus, as you get older, you make more money. That number could go up if you want it, but you
ideally, right?
Ideally, yeah. Well, you should be making more money.
A lot of people listening, hearing $500 a month, be like, get the fuck out of here.
You can't do $500 a month?
What? There are people that couldn't. No.
Oh, I get it. It's $125 a week.
Right. And
that's doable.
Some people just don't even have $100 for food, probably.
Yeah. We'll get to that here in a second. But if you're paying a $500 car bill, a car payment of $500, shut the fuck up, because you have $500. You're obviously just throwing it towards a car, which is on the list. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. Put that in an investment. And as you start making more money as you get older, which you will, because you become more skilled, you start demanding more money, you work at a place longer, you start getting raises. If you're not making more money, the longer you work at a place, go find another job, because they obviously don't value you. So if you take 10 grand, you put it in at 21 years old. I don't care if that's a graduation present. I don't care if you sell your car. I don't give a shit. You get 10 G's. You throw it in an index fund. I don't care if it's through a 401k. Get 10 G's. Put it in the market. Index fund. Okay. Over the course of your working life, you take $500 and you put it in the index fund like clockwork. I don't care if the market goes up. I don't care if the market goes down. I don't care. I don't give a shit what happens. You're blind. Fuck everything. Just keep putting it in that index fund. By the time you're 55 years old, you will have $1.1 million. You'll retire at 55. It'll be 10 years early and you'll be fine. $500 a month is not that much money, especially when you start getting in your 30s and your 40s and especially your 50s. You're making a lot more money unless you're me and unemployed in your parents' basement. I mean, it's Sparks Global headquarters.
Yeah, but the headquarters.
The headquarters. But I'm saying $500 is still doable. You put it in the market like clockwork. You don't worry about anything else. And as you do that, your money is making money while you sleep. That's the only way you can get rich, is you make money while you sleep. Stop trading your time in for cash, and instead you're making cash while you have more time. That's just it. That's just how you do it. You want to be a millionaire? This is the simplest way to become a millionaire. Put $10,000 in the market when you're 21, $500 a month, like clockwork, and by the time you're 55, you're a millionaire. It's amazing. You didn't do shit.
All right.
Did you do what you do? You know?
Yeah, right.
Don't get me wrong. You worked your ass off.
Right. What if I want to go on trips and just like live like a balla?
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
I got it. That's the next one. That's number two. Perfect. Let me I'll answer your question number two, because number two that's number one. I'm getting to that. Number three. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to try to speed this up because I don't want to take too long on this. Number 5, eating out, going out, buying shit that you don't need. Number 4, not saving for retirement. Number 3, vehicles, cars, right? You want to live like a baller, like Pike just said. I get it, because I love cars. I'm a sucker for cars. I think they're gorgeous. I think they're cool. I think they're works of art. I want all of them. I do. However, The other half of my brain says they are horrible purchases. They're horrible investments. They cost so much money.
Right.
Stop buying cars in your 20s. That is a horrible idea. You're 20 years old. Why are you buying a nice car? Nobody gives a shit. Stop it. Stop it. I call them, Pike, I call them
don't.
$30,000 millionaires. You're out of college. You're making 30, 40 G's a year. Dude, stop driving a $70,000 car.
Dude, I'm still with you there.
Yes.
Thankfully, I don't have that half of your brain that loves car. Like, I just don't give a shit.
Really?
My car is just like a way of means. Like, I eat in there. I sleep in there. It's just, I love having the most average ass vehicle. What?
Are you homeless?
It's not. Geez, it's not. I have all my belongings in there.
I eat in there. I sleep in there. I shower in there.
I had my first child in there. It's my home. No, I do have a home, but I have been homeless in this vehicle for short periods of time.
Nice,
like between homes.
Yes.
No, but so like I just don't care at all, and I don't think anybody else does. I'm happy to have a vehicle that I think is going to drive for a lot longer. Don't give a fuck, and it's actually kind of nice. You see people parking in parking lots like a mile away from the door because they don't want a door ding. Yeah, no, I'm parking right up front. I don't give a fuck. Steal my vehicle. Whatever. It's a nice thing to not care about.
It is. It's nice not to have to worry about it. But it's torture for me because I love nice cars. I love them. Yeah, well. I want to drive every single one of them. I want to own at least 15 cars. And hopefully one day I can make that reality. But when you're in your 20s, nobody cares. You're not fooling anyone. No one sees you getting out of a $70,000 Benz in your Old Navy sweatpants and thinks, oh, that guy's got it made. No. Everyone's like, Jesus Christ, what a car payment. That anyone in their 30s and above is like, bad idea. Don't do that. Bad. Yeah, dude. Cars depreciate in value. Again, you're supposed to be making money when you sleep. Cars, you own a nice car, you're losing money when you sleep. You're losing money when you sleep when you're owning a shitty car. I mean, this is how it goes. They depreciate in value. Maintenance costs money. Insurance costs money. Gas costs money. They break down all the time. Dude, it's just cars. Transportation is about 1/3 of your monthly budget. 1/3 of the money you get from working your ass off at whatever job goes to a car or a way to get to work. That's shitty. If you can knock that price down a little bit, you'll be much better off and you're going to start seeing your bank account go up. So that's number 3, vehicles. Number 2, no emergency fund. Do you have one of these, Pike?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I mean, I just savings in general, like if you need to use that for an emergency.
No.
I have one savings account.
No.
Okay. Well, then no.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you mean bad? It's a pile of money. How many piles do you need?
A pile of money is great. A pile of money is wonderful. Set aside a specific bank account specifically for emergencies. Separate bank account. Dude, I used to think
in case everyone gets robbed or
I'll tell you why. It's a psychological thing. It's in your brain. You're going to go, oh, I have one big pile of money. Oh, I could use this for an emergency, or I can go use it to put a down payment on a house. And then you rob yourself of your emergency fund. Dude, managing money is all fighting the human psyche. That's all it is. It's just knowing who you are as a person, how you spend money, and then just arguing with yourself constantly. The more you argue with yourself and deny yourself who you are as a person with your own money, the better off you'll be. So take a separate account, emergency fund, separate. I mean, it's so crucial, have an emergency fund. But a lot of young people in their 20s, they go, oh, dude, I'm young. I don't need an emergency fund because I'm healthy, or nothing. You know, I don't have enough money. I don't make enough money. I can't put anything in an emergency fund. And I think that's horse shit. I think it's absolutely horseshit. I don't care how much money you make. You got to make sure you're taking care of yourself first. And that's what an emergency fund is. An emergency fund is a way to say, I'm paying me first. Then I'm going to pay my phone bill or my car payment or my, you're an emergency fund is literally putting yourself before the people that take your money, which is all your bills.
Yeah.
And
from experience, it doesn't even have to be, I don't know what number you got in your head, but there were times in my 20s where, one little thing on my car, like a $300 payment that I didn't have factored in because I wanted to go out 2 weekends in a row. Now I got to fucking, I don't know, go negative dollars because I didn't have any money.
Right.
At all. So just even $500 covers a lot of emergencies.
Yes. Yeah. I'll tell you how to make the emergency fund too, man. And you got to do it. Do an emergency fund. Nobody saw this pandemic coming. Nobody saw this shit. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, you're affected by this pandemic and nobody saw it coming. So it doesn't matter if you're young or old, your income probably fluctuated some bit, or the job opportunity, the job market fluctuated some way, somehow the pandemic affected us. And I'll tell you what, the people with emergency fund, even though they're probably burning through it right now, they're still better off than they would be without it. So always have an emergency fund. Is big. And how do you get the emergency fund? And Pike, to credit your, hey, what if I want to go out? Hey, what if I want to live like a baller? Hey, if I want to go on vacation and all that kind of stuff, it all comes down to number one. And the number one worst thing that 20-year-olds do with their money, the worst financial mistake they can make in their 20s is to not have a budget. And I know this is a comedy podcast, and I know you're like, where's the jokes? Just have a goddamn budget, please. Have a budget. For God's sakes, have a budget. And I know you're probably like, wait, I got a budget. I know how much I spend. I got Netflix and my car, and my rent is, $1,000 a month or something. And I spend like $30 on dog food. That's not a budget. That's not it. A budget. Do you do this, Pike? Do you write down everything?
No, I do now. I have at least a note on my phone with a breakdown of everything monthly.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I remember purposely avoiding any sort of budget because I knew that it wasn't going to add up. I knew I could not possibly budget money for what I wanted to do. So I'm like, I just won't fucking do it. And then I'll deal with it at the end.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. It's like, I had like a food tracking app, like MyFitnessPal or something. And I like intentionally didn't type in my calories of like, I'd be eating like a granola bar or something. And I'd be like, 190. Yeah, I'm just not going to put that in. And then, I'm like lying to myself for no fucking reason.
I know. Who are you cheating? Like, what? That's so funny.
Look, the budget is the holy grail of making money. If you want to make money, you write it down. There's a reason why businesses have accountants and software professionals going over every single dollar and cent, and they hire actuaries before they make a merger and acquisition. They do so much research. They write it down. It is so important. Until you write down everything, cent for cent, what you spend money on, you'll never know what you're spending money on. Everyone in the financial independence world always says, give each dollar a job. And until you assign a job for every single dollar that you have to your name, it's going to just slip through your fingers. It's like water. All of a sudden, we live in a society that is constantly trying to take money from you. That's all it is. Always. It's just taking money. Like, you can't go 2 seconds without something bombarding your face of like, give me the cash. You know what I mean?
Dude, and it's like, it's not big purchases. It's like, it's $6 every time you're at the gas station.
Yeah.
That shit. Oh man. The worst of that.
It's death by 1,000 cuts. That's what
exactly.
It is.
Yeah.
So if you don't limit what you spend money on or keep track, then you won't know. So once you do that, you basically, and I don't want to go into it too much. We could go into it later if you want, or you can always just hit us up on social media.
Hit him up on social media.
Yeah. I'm at Sparks Radio on all social media. He's at Pike Taylor Radio on all social media. And we'll love to talk to you about this. But here's what you do. You make a monthly budget. Track every dollar and cent you spend for a month. Then you go, okay, what don't I need? I can cut this, and this, and this. And basically you just created a number of, this is what I need to live. This is my livable number. If everything goes to hell, I can live on this number. Okay. And that is your emergency fund number for 1 month. Now, everybody says get that number and multiply it by 3 or by 6 or for a year. And that's your emergency fund. So you're like, if shit hits the fan, I can live without Netflix. I can live without my Spotify premium. I can sell
taquito at the gas station.
The taquito.
You don't need it. You don't need the taquitos.
Yes. That's how you make a budget. And then you start getting your goals. What do you want to buy? What do you want to afford? Pike, like you said, live like a baller. If cars are your passion and you love cars, then start budgeting for it. Stop eating the taquitos. Stop eating, lunch out every day, and then start obviously saving for a car. You're going to get there quick. Prioritize. Get your emergency fund done first. You want to focus on all the debt. Get that shit off your books. And then you can start focusing on vacations and, your car. If you want to drop it and put fat wheels on your 97 Honda Civic, fucking fine.
Yeah. I hate to go back to the taquitos again, but now you can it's carefree or guilt-free gas station taquito shopping. Yeah. It's the best.
Yeah. And if you got trouble, if you're stressed over money, this will de-stress your life. You'll sleep better. You'll have an emergency fund. It's like this weird thing in the back of your head. Like, man, anything could happen now. I'm untouchable. I got fuck you money. You know what I mean? That's the best feeling in the world. Seriously, the best feeling in the world is be like, I hate this job. I'm out. I got money in the bank. You know what I mean? It's like nothing can happen.
You don't need them. Yeah. Fuck you. Right.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best. Oh, fuck.
That's the time. Oh, man, just talk about Boner Nation. Hearing that just gets you going. I bet we've got a little bit of a Boner Nation going on. Right?
Okay. We're not naming the audience Boner Nation, Pike.
We don't have to, but in those specific instances, we could call them Boner Nation.
Look, we want you to subscribe. We want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's to be the biggest and best thing. If you could, hit us up with a comment if you listen on the podcast or whatever platform you're enjoying this on. If you want to drop us a like, please. And then, of course, go to our social media at Pike Taylor Radio on all social media. I am at Sparks Radio on all social media. And then, of course, we want you to go in there and vote for what we name the audience of this show. The 4 choices are, one last time, the committee, the Inferno, the party people, and then Rim Nation. So, God damn it, Pike. There you go. And
pick
that's
your favorite.
It for the show.
Hey, it's out of our hands.
It's out of our hands and in our butts. That's it for the show. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll check you tomorrow. We'll find out what we name the audience of this show. We'll see you then.